All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dastro Inferno. Back at it with, you guessed it, another Throwback Tunes on another Thursday, and I am reviewing Blackout 2 by Method Man and Redman. So check this out. This was their first collaborative album in 8 years. So the last collaborative album, if you'll call it that, was How High, the soundtrack. So that was based off of the movie that they both starred in. I saw the movie, it was pretty good. But back on the topic at hand. This joint came out, Blackout 2 that is, came out May 19, 2009, and it was recorded, check this out, from 2008 to 2009 at Redman's house. I crap you not. And this joint was done under Def Jam Recordings, and the producers involved were Eric Sermon, Rockwilder, Pete Rock, Buck Rao, Nasty Cut, DJ Scratch, Havoc, Mathematics, Ty, what's that? Ty Fye, F-Y-F-F-E, and Bink. So yeah, there you go with that. A little bit of background info real quick, so let's see. Blackout 2 was announced in 2007 by Redman and was originally scheduled for release in 2008, but its release was pushed back a number of times due to numerous reasons. So yeah, there you go with that. And here's an interesting note. May 19, 2009, that's the same day as Eminem's 6th studio album, Relapse, came out, and Busta Rhymes' 8th studio album, Back on My BS, came out as well, which is very interesting. Let's see. After touring on the Still High tour with Terminology, The Alchemist, Habit from Mobb Deep, and Evidence, Redman and Method Man finished and set the release date for their highly anticipated sequel. Method Man stated the reasons for the delay, and I'm quoting here, "I had obligations. Doc had obligations. There were things going on with the label. Staff changes. That's what happened," end quote. So now we're going to take Redman's thoughts about the delay. As he said, and I quote here, "We were out venturing, starting our careers," Red said, and continue on. "We can't just depend on this rap game. We did a movie, TV show, venturing out. Now we're back. We ain't left. We're coming at the right time," end quote. So yeah, there you go with that. All right, so let's take a look at the charts and certifications for this specific album. So this joint was 7 on the top, on the Billboard 200 charts. It was number 2 on the top R&B/hip hop albums charts. Also number 2 on the top rap albums charts. Number 10th on the Canadian album charts. 60. These charts look awfully familiar. It's the same as How High, the soundtrack. So now I'm like, for the most part, but let me move on. 67 on the National Syndicate of Phonographic Publishing, aka the French charts. 66 on the GFK Entertainment charts, also known as the GFK Entertainment charts. And, well, I just said the same thing, my bad. And it was 6 on the Swiss Hit Parade charts, basically out in Switzerland, and it sold around, now this is weird as well, 147,000 copies, the same amount as How High, the soundtrack. I kind of find it hard to believe that everything mirror How High, the soundtrack. I really find that hard to believe, but we're gonna move on. But unlike How High, the soundtrack, this one did not get any certifications of any kind. All right, so with that out the way, let's take a look at these tracks. So there's 17 tracks now. Okay, so the first track is obviously an intro, but they're actually performing a song, so I'm not gonna count that as a skit. Now, aside from the intro, which I'm gonna count as a song, there are a grand total of 2 skits, meaning there are a grand total of 15 tracks where they're actually performing. Meaning I can give you guys a top 5 and not a top 3. All right, let's go over the tracks. So the first track is called BO2, and then in parentheses intro. So I'm assuming the BO2 stands for Blackout 2. Pretty evident. Next up is I'm Dope Nigga. Now, if you look on the Wikipedia page, the word nigga is blanked out with a bunch of asterisks. But if you listen to the song, they basically say I'm Dope Nigga. So there you go with that. Track number 3 is actually one of the 3 singles off this album, Ayo, featuring Stack Rate, S-A-U-K-R-A-T-E-S. I probably butchered that name wrong, but yeah, I'm gonna roll with that. But yeah, and that's actually the first single off this album. We get more on that later. Track number 4 is called Dangerous MCs, M-C-E-E-S, followed by Everybody Scream, E-R-R-B-O-D-Y, Everybody Scream, featuring Keith Murray. Track number 6 is called Hey Zulu. Not Hey Hulu, Hey Zulu, featuring Pooh Bear. Okay, yeah, okay, Pooh, P-O-O, not P-O-O-H. Track number 7 is called City Lights, featuring Bun B, which is the second single off this album. Next up is Father's Day, followed by the first skit off this album, Miss International, which led to the 10th track of this album and the third skit off this album, Miss International, featuring Eric Sturman. Track number 11 is called How About That, not about, but B-O-U-T, and that, D-A-T, featuring Ready Rock and Street Life. Track number 12 is called This Is For My Smokers. So D-I-S, this is I-Z for the number 4, and then everything else is spelled normally. Track number 13 is called Lockdown, which is another skit leading to the 14th track, which is called 4 Minutes to Lockdown, featuring Raekwon and Ghostface Killah. Track number 15 is called Never Heard This Before. So never, N-E-V-A, heard, H-E-R-D, this, D-I-S-B, B, the letter B, and then 4, the number 4. Track number 16 is called I Know Something, S-U-M-P-T-N, featuring Pooh Bear again. And track number 7 is called A Lil Bit, Lil, L-I-L. So yeah, there you go with that. Let me get on with the 3 singles. The first single is called Ayo. So this joint came out March 31st, 2009. It was recorded in 2008. And I believe there's a music video for this as well. And it did make the charts. It was 13th on the US Billboard Bubbling under R&B/hip hop singles track. And I believe, there's a music video for this as well. Now, the second single of this album is called City Lights. Came out April 25th, 2009. Now, it did not make the charts at all, so not much info I can give regarding this album, unfortunately. That single. Now, the third single is called Miss International. So this one came out May 5th, 2009. And this is their final single off this album. And the song, this song. The song is also noted for its reference and sample use of Tweet's single, Call Me, or Call Me. Yeah, that's how you gotta sing it. And there is a music video for this as well. Right, that was released June 25th, 2009. And it appeared as the new joint of the day on BET's 106 in Park on July 6, 2009. Is that still a thing? And cameo appearances were made by Rabbit from Real Chance to Love and, how you pronounce this name? Miami? Yeah, M-Y-A-M-E-E, Miami. From Flavor of Love 3, the show featuring Flavor Flav. And yeah, the song was recorded in 2008, and there's a music video for this, like I said already. All right, let me give you guys my favorite tracks off this album from worst to first. Now, here's the deal with this album. There are absolutely, positively no bad songs on this album. Not a single one. Nada. Zero. Zilch. Not a single bad song off this album. With that said, there's one that finished first in terms of the best song off this album, and then there's ones that finished last. But it's not because the one that finished last sucked, far from it, but it's all about by comparison. So the worst track off this album is This Is For My Smokers. The tempo is cool, same with the melody and the bass. The kick is really cool, same with the snare. But overall, the track is still cool. How About That is next. Tempo is really cool, the melody is cool, the bass is straight, needs way more of it and needs to bang more. The kick is cool, same with the snare. Overall, the track is cool. Next up is City Lights. The tempo is cool, same with the melody, doing the hook. The synth bass is cool, but needs a real bass or an 808, something along those lines. The kick is cool, same with the snare. Overall, the track is cool. Next up is Father's Day. This is a semi-smooth track right here. The tempo is cool, the melody is really cool, the bass is cool, but needs more of it. The kick is really cool, the snare is cool, overall the track is cool. Everything else is really cool. I'm dead serious. Next up is I'm Dope Nigga. Tempo is cool, melody is really cool, the bass is cool, the kick is really cool, the snare is really cool, overall the track is really cool. Next up is A Little Bit. The tempo is really cool, the melody is cool, same with the bass. The kick is really cool, the claps are really cool, overall the track is really cool. Next up is I Know Something. The tempo is really cool, the melody is cool, same with the bass. Now there are 2 different kicks and 2 different snares. Both kicks are really cool. And here's the deal. So how this works is this. The drums, the kick and the snare for the first 2 bars are different from the next 2, the kicks and the snare that are used in the next 2 bars. And they alternate, they go back and forth like that. It's really, really unique. Now, the snares that were used for the first 2 bars are really cool. But then the snares for the next 2 bars after that, they are just cool. And again, they alternate back and forth with the kicks and the snares. The track is unique and really cool for that. Next up is Dangerous MCs. The tempo is really cool, the melody is cool, the bass is really cool, same with the kick, the snare is cool, overall the track is really cool. And then we got BO2 intro. The tempo is really cool, the melody is really cool, needs a bass though. The kick is really cool, the snare/clap combos are really cool, the percussions are cool, overall the track is really cool. And then we got 4 minutes to lock down. The tempo is excellent. The melody is cool, same with the bass. The kick is really cool, same with the snare. Overall, the track is really cool. All right, I'm about to give you guys my top 5 tracks off this album. Number 5 is Never Heard This Before. The tempo is cool, but should be faster. The melody is really cool. The bass is cool, but needs more of it. The kick is really cool. The snare is excellent. The percussions are really cool. Overall, the track is really cool. 4th best track off this album, and I wish this one was higher on the list, is Miss International. The tempo is cool. That melody/sample is really cool, but it has potential to be better because of how they used it. Like, when I heard parts of it, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then, like, they kind of overused the sample instead of using, like, certain parts of it and chopping it up and mixing it well. And it could have been extremely dope. But for what they did use, it was still really cool. But again, it had the potential to be better. The bass is really cool, the kick is cool, the snare is really cool. There's so much potential here because the kick could have been better as well. The snare is really cool. And so yeah, that's fine. Oh, but despite all that, overall the track is still really cool as is nevertheless, but it had the potential to be excellent. Cause that joint was that simple. Oh my gosh, dude. The best track off this album, Hey Zulu. The tempo is, you guessed it, excellent. The melody is a bit unique as it changes within the verses, but it's really cool nevertheless. And the melody during the hook is excellent. Bass is cool, but needs more despite the melody's pattern. The kick is cool, same with the claps. Overall, the track is really cool. Second best track off this album, Everybody Scream. The tempo is, okay, now this is another unique one. So check this out. During the verses, the tempo is excellent. It is kind of fast. And you know, I like my beats to be fast, so the tempo during the verses are excellent. But when we get to the hook, the tempo slows down. And it's still cool because it's unique. Okay, the melody is really cool, the bass is cool, the kick is really cool, the snare/clap combos are really cool. Overall, the track is really cool. And the number 1 track off this album is Hey Yo. And I'm saying it like this, shout out to Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. But that's beside the point. The tempo is really cool, same with the melody and the bass. The kick is excellent. The snare/clap combos are really cool. Overall, the track is really cool. So there it is. Hey Yo, the best track off this album. And I said the Rockwilder is my all-time favorite Redman Method Man track. But Hey Yo might be their best track ever. Everybody Scream, Hey Zulu, and Miss International, those are all fantastic tracks right there. Alright, let me give you guys some professional ratings real quick. All Music gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The AV Club and Entertainment Weekly gave it a B+. IGN gave it an 8 out of 10. Spin gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. The New York Times and Vibe gave it a favorable review. Rolling Stone and WXL gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, and USA Today gave it a 3 out of 4 stars. So what do I think about this album? Blackout, ooh, and it, like I said, I really like the Rockwilder, but Black Ops 2, even though that is a great card, that's like the best card. No, Black Ops 1, but that's beside the point. I'm on topic. Blackout 2 is better than Blackout 1. I'm gonna have to give this a 4.75 out of 5. If you have a physical copy, good for you. You should get a physical copy of this joint. This joint is really amazing. There are a number of fantastic tracks. And again, remember, there's only 15 out of the 17 tracks are actual songs. And only 4 of them are just cool. Everything else is really cool. That is amazing to me. So, yeah, 4.75 out of 5 stars. I recommend you get a physical copy of this album. Again, to me, Blackout I'm gonna say it again. Blackout 2 is better than Blackout 1. That is my personal opinion. Great album, if I do say so myself. So I'm gonna call it a wrap. So with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is boy New J Gatsby, aka New Stevie Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.